Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming to you with my August perfume tray. I'm going to first go through what I have on my tray from the month of July and tell you a little bit about how I enjoyed each of these fragrances, and then I will add the 10 fragrances I've selected for the month of August and tell you a little bit about those. So getting started right in the front here from Guerlain, this is from the Aqua Allegoria line. This is Coconut Fizz. This is a kind of coconut water fragrance that I picked up last year when I heard it was being discontinued. I wore it quite a bit when I got it, got quite a few compliments, really enjoyed it. For some reason, over the last month that I've been wearing this, I didn't enjoy it quite as much. I found it a lot more aquatic than I had remembered, and not sure if I'm going to be keeping it. I am going to be testing it out a little bit more in the month of August, but this is one that I may end up decluttering. Next up from Chloe, this is from the Atelier de Fleurs line. This is Vanilla Planifolia. This is a really beautiful, fresh green vanilla fragrance that is perfect for the summertime. If you're looking for a light, not overly sweet, just fresh vanilla, this is absolutely gorgeous. This is one that I've been wearing pretty much daytime, evening, any occasion, but I have really been enjoying it, wearing it around the house and to bed and in the evenings. It's just really relaxing, really comforting, and absolutely a beautiful scent that I am making quite a dent in already since I just got this fragrance last month, but I am really enjoying it, like I said, and one that I highly would recommend. Next up from Estee Lauder, I have Bronze Goddess. This is the Eau Fresh version. This is the first time I've added the Eau Fresh version to my collection, and I can say with all certainty this is my favorite of all the Bronze Goddesses that I have tried. It's a little bit brighter, it's a little bit fresher, it's not quite so thick and coconutty, but it's still a beautiful kind of tropical fragrance that has a lot of beautiful tropical florals and coconut and gives me all of those beach bronzy feels without the heaviness of the ones that I have worn in the past. So really have been enjoying this one. Next up from Giorgio Armani, I have Terra di Gioia. This is a really beautiful, ambery, warm, sweet floral fragrance that I have been really enjoying wearing in the evenings. This is one of the only amber scents that I would say I can get away with wearing in the heat and humidity here, and I really love wearing this out at nighttime when we are kind of dining outside by the beach and you pick up kind of a warm breeze on that sweet kind of ambery fragrance of this. It's absolutely delightful, and it's one of my new favorites in my collection. Next up from Chanel, I have Cristal Overt. This is a fragrance I've had in my collection for many years. It is a really refreshing, citrusy, floral, very sort of bright, sparkly, and one that I used to enjoy wearing to the office. It always sort of woke me up in a good way, kept me energized, and now I'm just enjoying wearing it working from home and just out and about. It's definitely more of a daytime scent for me, but one that I really, really enjoy. Next up from Jo Malone, I've got Nectarine Blossom and Honey. This is another fragrance I've had in my collection for quite a long time. This I did not get that much wear out of this past month just because I think I'm a little tired of this scent, but I will definitely be reaching for it, I'm sure, as we get through the end of summer here, because it is just so hot and so humid already that this is a scent that I'm sure I will be reaching for. It's fresh, it's sweet, it's clean, it's beautiful, and definitely one that is perfect for the weather that we are experiencing here this year. Next up from Van Cleef & Arpels, I have California Reverie. This is such a gorgeous white floral fragrance that is almost a little bit solar. I know there is, I think, a frangipani note in this that gives it that little bit of a tropical floral feel, but mostly what I get is just a really fresh, almost like a garden of white florals that is absolutely beautiful. Would probably be even more beautiful in the springtime, but really have been enjoying it for daytime use now in the summer. Next up from Ariana Grande, I've got Cloud 2.0 or Cloud Intense. This is a more intense version of the original, which I loved as well. I had, I think, a small bottle of that, and I wanted to get the small bottle of this, but I do not think they've released like a 30 ml or anything. You can only get it in this really large size still, but I do love this fragrance, and I can spray quite a bit of it since it is a very inexpensive fragrance, and at the same time one that I find kind of perfect for summertime. It's light, it's fluffy, it's sweet, coconutty. People often compare it to Baccarat 540. I think it's definitely sweeter, lighter, and more coconutty than that, but it is a beautiful fragrance for summertime, one that I have been reaching for quite a bit and absolutely loving. Next up, I've got my two new fragrances from Mise en Cere that I'm absolutely loving. The first one is Très Cher. This is a beautiful kind of warm vanilla orange blossom scent that I wasn't sure how it would do in the really warm weather, but I am really enjoying it. Definitely think this is a year-round scent and probably my favorite so far from the house. And then the other fragrance is Mise en Cere's Bois Iridescent, which is a really pretty, sparkly, musky fragrance with a little bit of citrus and a lot of iris. Absolutely gorgeous for all year-round use, and one that I've been getting a lot of use out of already. And now I'm going to switch over to the fragrances that I have selected to focus on for the month of August, starting off with two from Dolce & Gabbana. These are both from the light blue line. These are flankers of the original. I recently decluttered the original because I just wasn't getting good performance, and I do have the intense version, which I like a little bit better. But this is Italian Love, which is kind of a woodier, I would say, version of light blue, and Sun, which is a sort of more coconutty tropical version of light blue. Not sure that I need both of these in my collection, but I did just want to put them on my tray for this month since it has been really hot and humid here, and I think it's a good time to test them out, see how the performance does with these two, and decide if I need one or both in my collection. Next up from Commodity, I've got Commodity Gold Minus and Milk Minus, which are from the personal scent space of Commodity, which basically means that these are a sort of lighter version of these two particular scents. They stay closer to the skin. Commodity Gold is a sort of sweet green vanilla, and Commodity Milk is a little bit more of a woodier scent. I love both of them, but I really wanted to see how these personal scent spaces do in the really warm heat and humidity. So I decided to focus on both of them, which I love wearing separate and mixing them together in the month of August. Next up, I've got my new Kayali fragrances from the Wedding collection. This is the Wedding Silk Santal and the Wedding Velvet Santal. These are two beautiful fragrances, both based around the note of sandalwood. I've done a full review on my channel if you are interested in seeing that, where I talk kind of about both of these fragrances and what they smell like, but I just acquired them in the last few weeks and definitely need some more time with them, so I've decided to add them to my tray for the month of August. Next up, I've got an oldie but goodie from Chanel. This is number 5 Low. This is my favorite version of Chanel number 5 to wear in the heat and humidity of summer. This is a more sort of light, sparkly, citrusy, refreshing version of Chanel number 5, and I absolutely love wearing it this time of year, so I decided to put this on my tray for August. Next up, also from Dolce & Gabbana, I've got number 3, L'Imperatrice. This is a really beautiful, refreshing, watery kind of melon and kiwi fragrance that is a little bit tart, but is really beautiful to wear, especially in the humidity. It cuts right through that humidity, and it is one of my most refreshing fragrances in my collection. So definitely a good time to be pulling this one out. And another fragrance that is perfect for heat and humidity is Wood Sage and Sea Salt from Jo Malone. This is a fragrance that I love to pair with all of my other Jo Malone fragrances to kind of tame them down a little bit when I spray a little bit too much. But I also love wearing this just on its own on days when I just don't want to have any fragrance on, but I still want to smell clean and fresh. This is sort of like a your skin but better with a little bit of wood, sage, sea salt, and I would say citruses as well. It's light, it's refreshing, it's clean, and it's definitely something that I enjoy wearing year round, but really, really enjoy wearing on its own in the heat and humidity of August. And last but certainly not least, I have from Muegler, this is Alien Goddess Intense. This is supposed to be, I think, a more intense version of Alien Goddess. However, I feel like Alien Goddess was really missing the original DNA of Alien, whereas this one, you definitely can pick up the jasmine and the amber along with the coconut and the beautiful kind of tropical florals. It's an absolutely beautiful fragrance for summer evenings. I tend to wear this more in the evening just because it is quite strong, but it is something that picks up on a warm ocean breeze. Absolutely beautiful. It's intoxicating, and I absolutely love wearing this in the summertime. So those are the 10 fragrances that I will be focused on wearing in the month of August. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions about anything I've talked about, please leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you again for watching. I will see you soon in my next video, and have a great day. Bye.